Okay, this is another great meal that I'm going to make for my family while we're all kind of home. Now this is a 1 skillet spaghetti and meat sauce, green beans, and some home-style garlic bread. You know, if you don't have that garlic bread in your freezer, I'm going to show you how you can make it using just regular bread. In our large skillet, we're going to go ahead and put 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to it. There we go. Now you want to put it on medium-high. Okay, we got a nice sizzle going on with that butter and oil, so I'm going to go ahead. And what I have is half of an onion that I've diced up, and then 1 whole bell pepper green that I've diced up. I'm going to go ahead and place these in there. Ooh, who loves the sound of sizzle? I'm going to season with some pepper and a little bit of salt. Season these vegetables right here. I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more oil in here. There we go. Now this is the start to the bolognese sauce or meat sauce for spaghetti. We'll cook these down for just another few minutes and then I'm going to bring you back. Okay, I've got about 1.25 pounds of ground meat here, ground beef. You can use ground chuck, ground sirloin, whatever you want to use, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and add that, start breaking that down. With my favorite tool, my meat chopper here. We'll break this down into tiny pieces. And then once this meat is all browned up, I'm going to bring you back. Okay, my meat is all nice and brown. There wasn't a lot of liquid in here to drain out, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, if you want to, you can drain at this stage. Sometimes to keep it really easy on yourself and to save yourself from dishes, you can pull your meat off to the side, get some paper towels and place it in there and it absorbs all the grease and then you're done. Okay, I'm going to start adding some flavor to this. So I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic going in. Okay, I'm going to start sprinkling in some oregano. Probably about 1 teaspoon. I love oregano in Italian dishes. Okay, we got that. I'm going to add just an additional Italian seasoning. And I want to add some basil. We're going to taste this when it's all put together. That way we know if we want to add anything else to it. It's smelling good though right now. Okay, let's go ahead now and add our sauce. Now this is jarred pasta sauce out of my pantry and it's roasted garlic and herbs, so it's going to add some additional flavor. So we're going to add that. I'm going to fill this whole jar up with water. Okay, I'm going to place the lid on it. Go shake, get all that goodness out of the jar. We're going to add that. I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of chicken broth. We can adjust this here in a minute as soon as we start adding our pasta. I don't want to overflow. Okay, that looks good there. What this will do is add some flavor. If we add a whole bunch of water, it will dilute that tomato sauce and then it won't be as good. So adding the chicken flavor will keep flavor inside of that sauce. All right, let's mix this all up. I'm going to go ahead now and put my burner onto high because we want to bring this to a boil. Okay guys, let's talk about pasta. I've got a boil going on with my sauce now. So I went into my pantry and I found some fettuccine, and that will work. Now if I need to add some more pasta to thicken up that sauce, then use whatever pasta you have at this point in your pantry. You can use spaghetti, fettuccine, linguine, you can use rigatoni, macaroni, whatever you got, you guys. This will work. Alright, so I'm going to add some more pasta, because I know my family. And we love leftover spaghetti and meat sauce. Now this should cook about the amount of time that it will take for the linguine to cook on the directions on the back of the package here. So we're looking at about 13 minutes. Push all this in. And stay with it, you guys. Don't leave it alone, because you don't want your pasta to stick down there at the bottom. Just keep it on high. Get it all tucked into that sauce there. Okay, now while this is going on, I had already preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and I had my son making garlic bread, and I'm going to show you a really quick clip of him making the garlic bread. And we're going to go ahead and put that in the oven, and it'll be done about the same time our spaghetti here is done. Okay, so all one skillet pasta and sauce. You don't have to get another pot, boil water, and put your pasta in it, and then put it in here. Nope, we're going to cook it all together. And it's going to make that spaghetti or whatever you have in there taste so much more delicious because it's cooking inside of there. Oh, look at that. It's thickening up really good as it's cooking, and that's great. Try to keep your pasta inside of the sauce there so it can really absorb that liquid. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. Now about 5 minutes before it was done, I went ahead and put a lid on it and turned it down to about a medium-high. And y'all, the pasta is cooked. Amazing. I mean, it is cooked. Look at that. Do you see the pepper right there? Okay, guys, guess what? We are ready to plate this up. Okay, there's my pasta and meat sauce, my green beans, our homemade garlic toast, looking really good. And then for people that don't like green beans, which we have a few in this house, there's some corn. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I've just got a medium pot going on here. What I'm going to do is cook some bacon in it and render the fat out of it. This helps get some delicious flavor into your green beans. Now, if you don't want to do this part or you don't have any bacon, you can totally skip this part. And let me tell you what they look like right here. So they're washed, trimmed, and they're ready to eat, but I like to steam these down. Now I do have a recipe for this, and I will link it down below in my description box of making green beans. Okay. Get that bacon in there. There we go. Okay, now once I get all of this bacon nice and browned up and everything, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to show you what we're going to put in there to get these beans going. Okay, so I've pulled my bacon out of my pan and I've put my half onion that I've diced up in here, and I'm just going to saute this down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Okay, kind of move those around to kind of coat them. Okay, I'm going to add 1 cup of some chicken stock. We're going to sprinkle some pepper in. All right, I'm going to turn the heat down to a low. Put a lid on it. I'm going to let these cook until the 1 pan spaghetti is done. Okay, look at these beans. They look delicious. You can see the onions, the garlic that I put in there. They smell amazing. All right, there we go.